We love giving you a taste of the good life, and that's something award-winning chef Bertus Basson does best. Raul caught up with the culinary maestro at 2 of his 6 restaurants, as well as at home, where he found something delicious in every kitchen.
Chef Basson's restaurants reflect his varied interests, from his signature dining experience at Overture to a wine bar and even a burger joint. He may not have finished high school, but food and countless happy customers have been his university.
Your food philosophy is rooted in traditional South African culture, but how did you take these traditional dishes and kind of put a modern twist on them?
So my inspiration comes from just being South African. Stuff that grows in my garden, meeting South Africans in their daily food journey and being inspired by Magwenya and cook sisters, and that is what makes up our food. And I think it's up to sort of my generation of South African chefs to be very proud of South African food and produce and to take it to the world.
Did you ever think that your success would lead to multiple restaurants and a TV career?
No, I think my career as a cook started sort of with the mind of, you become a cook and then you want to become a better cook and a better cook, and you move up in the ranks from a chef de partie to a sous chef and those sort of things. I think becoming a business owner to start off with was actually quite a big step in my life. Owning more than one business is actually becomes more serious. And then the TV career sort of just came sort of haphazardly along, and it just sort of stumbled upon us, or we stumbled upon it. And it's interesting and it keeps us busy.
Named after the oak city of Stellenbosch, Eike is the latest addition to Chef's collection of restaurants. He opened it in the same year as writing his second book, Being Bertus Basson, and he's been filming season 3 of his hit cooking show.
Eike is not a meal, it's an experience. So when you come to Eike, it's about a 3-hour meal. It rounds off to about 9 courses or so in total. And it really is about experiencing South African flavors.
Oh, you're exciting me and I can't wait. So what are we going to prepare today?
Mullet, grey mullet.
Yep.
And this little fish is very cool because we get it fresh like this, and this comes from an initiative called Abalobi that empowers informal fishing communities to formalize their business and supply restaurants directly. So fresh harvested, and then this is quite cool. We're going to do it with bokum. So this is the same fish after salting and drying. It's the same thing done in 2 different ways.
Bertus innovates, but in a way that customers can still relate to the core ingredients and flavors in the dish.
So a tiny bit of bokum that we grate onto the plate, and it gives you like a super rich, pungent fish flavor. It's incredible. It's super unique flavors, and what's cool about it is that it's not too far-fetched. It's everything you would have had them before in your life somewhere along the line. It's not too alien, but it's still quite special. Enjoy.
I really thought the fish was going to be quite overwhelming, but it's got a nice balance to it. This is awesome.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Very nice stuff.
Enjoy the bowl, man.
Thank you.
On a par with his own entrepreneurial drive and love for his work, Chef credits his wife, Marley Basson, as being central to the success of all that he turns his hand to.
Marley, does Bertus like to cook at home, or do you like to cook as much as he does?
It's a bit of a mixture of both. I enjoy cooking as well. Bertus cooks though for army, so we have leftovers for the next day when he does the cooking.
So how did you two meet?
I had a hot dog caravan called Divorce Roll, and this chick came walking past, and I said, "Hey, can I sell you a hot dog?" And she was grumpy, and she was like, "No, I don't want your hot dog." And then she mumbled something about, "I'm coming to your restaurant on a Sunday in any case." And that Sunday, she came to Overture, and we realized that we actually knew each other from Nelspruit. We grew up together. At some stage, we were like in the same church, same high school, same primary school sort of thing. But that's sort of how we met.
At their wedding 4 years ago, that Vosrol featured again as they gave each guest a cookbook with recipes of the wedding and other dishes which told the story of their relationship.
Do you have a restaurant that really stands out from your travels?
So a few years ago, we were lucky enough to get a table at Osteria Francescana in Modena, in Italy. And when we ate there, it was the 2nd best restaurant in the world, and the year after it was the best restaurant in the world. And it's a restaurant that I think has changed many people's opinions on food and what food should be, especially with regionality of how regional food can be. And we ate there, and we sort of came, the next day we drove from Modena to Milan. And so I think for the first hour or so, we just didn't talk. We were still processing this experience that we had.
You recently started a family.
Yeah, so we've got actually have 7 chickens, 3 dogs and a pig, but we've got a little boy called Theodore, and he's absolutely the light of our life. He's very busy, but he loves being outside, and yeah, he's a wonderful child.
Bertus can't believe the fun he has being a dad. hanging out together in their veggie garden.
Why do you think it is so important for you to grow your own veg and to have a garden like this?
I think it's like people think it's because I'm a chef, but I think everybody must invest like a little bit of time and effort into growing food. But I think above everything, above the nourishment and so on, I think seeing things come to life that can keep you alive is actually the greatest joy. Let me introduce you to one of my best buddies. It's Kom Speckles.
Hey, Spek.
He'll definitely come out for a treat.
What's up? Oh, he's awesome. Hey, Spekky, how are you?
So it's not every day that you have a pig buddy, but
No.
like it's interesting. So he's been with us for about 4 years, this guy.
Okay.
And obviously he's not a meat pig. He's a friend. So we'll never even think of eating this guy. But I still love eating pig though. Like it's one of my things. So,
Don't say that around him.
no, he knows it.
Bertus, I can't help but notice you've got some very significant, interesting tattoos over there.
Yeah, man.
Mind explaining that?
Of course. So I work so much that I've always started to keep my family with me, and it's Madely's fingerprints,
Okay.
Theodore's first heartbeat, and then all my animals. And I think just obviously the people are understandable, but if an animal, a dog or a pig, for example, dedicates 10 or 15 years of his life to you, it deserves a place of honor. So I take my family everywhere that I go, which is quite important.
The restaurants, books, and TV shows reflect a real, original South African chef. That's why they work.